Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to another episode of View Jersey and another installment of Seth's Bucolic Sites. Today we're going to be checking out the Glades National Wildlife Refuge in Turkey Point. The Glades National Wildlife Refuge is in the southwestern part of the state, and it spans several towns in Cumberland County. Turkey Point, which is in the Glades, is an expansive piece of land located in Down, New Jersey. It's a vast landscape made up of salt marshes, forested areas with great hiking trails, and lakes. It's a great place to crab, fish, hunt, hike, and birdwatch, and it's a fantastic place to get away and take in some of the most beautiful scenery that New Jersey has to offer. I'm going to show you around the end of Turkey Point Road here. There's a bridge over there, and I'm standing on this great observation deck, which could be used for bird watching or just taking it all in. Then I'm going to take you to some of the hiking trails in the forested areas after that. Let's check it out. Now that I've taken you to the observation deck and boat launch area, I'm going to take you on our first hike of the day on this trail, which is the Bald Eagle Trail. The Bald Eagle Trail is 1.5 miles long out and back, and it first takes you through the forest, out through the marshlands, and back into the forest until you reach a beautiful little pond at the end. Let's check it out. Well, it seems we have reached an impasse. I got through the first little patch of woods until you reach this marshy area here, and there was a storm last night. I didn't think it was that bad, but this whole stretch before you make it back into the woods there is completely flooded. It doesn't look that deep, but I walked about 40-50 feet out there and try and get across, and I'm gonna be up to my knees if I go any further. So that stinks, but if you make it to this point, all you gotta do is shoot across this little stretch here, you go into the woods, and it's not much further before you reach the little pond at the end. And just beyond that, you'll see the reeds again, and there's a little trail that puts you out on the back, this big, vast, marshy area back there too. It's a really great spot, so if you come here, I guess try not to come after a rain, because this is pretty wet right now. But don't worry, there's plenty more to explore, and I'm gonna take you to it now. All right, so the Bald Eagle Trail didn't work out. That's a bummer, but it's okay because we have this trail here. This is the Maple Street Trail. I think it's in between 1 to 2 miles. It's a big loop through the woods, and there's also some ruins when you get about halfway through the trail. The only time I've ever done this entire trail, there's about a foot of snow on the ground, so I'm excited to check it out today. Let's get to it. All right, so we made it to the ruins here, and I'm going to show you around in just a second, but before I do, I wanted to mention that this area can get really ticky in the summer, so you always want to wear tick spray, and also the deer flies are absolutely brutal in the summer. I came here in July, I think it was, to try and film this episode, and I thought that I could muscle through the bugs, but about halfway through my first speaking part, I got ran out of town by the deer flies. I think I still have a video of them attacking the outside of my Jeep when I'm in there. I'll put it in here if I can find it. But yeah, if you're coming to this area and it's spring or summer, you definitely want to be conscious of the bugs. All right, let's check out these ruins. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning into another episode. Just so you know, there is one more named trail in this immediate area. That's called the Warfel Farm Trail, and that's right behind me here. It's really similar to the other trails that we did, that's why I'm not doing it. It's real short, takes you about 15 minutes to hike the whole thing, but it's a nice trail as well. It's definitely worth checking out. Also, the Tat Star Trail, which we've done in a previous episode, is part of the Glades National Wildlife Refuge as well. And in the beginning of the episode, that road that I was driving down, where there's water on either side of the road, that's called Maple Ave. That's one of the roads that can take you into Turkey Point. It's a really great street. You can park up and put your boat in and crab. I see a lot of people doing that in the summer. It's a really cool place to watch a sunrise from too, which I did this morning. But besides that, I might put in some old footage from other times that I've been here because I come here all the time, so why not put it in? So if you see a season change, that's why. Besides that, if you like today's video, like it. If you haven't already done it, follow us on YouTube at View Jersey. Follow us on Instagram at View_Jersey. And if you come to any of the locations that we've taken you to, be sure to tag us in your pictures so we can follow you on your adventures while you follow us on ours. Thanks again.